All right, y'all. So this one is definitely going to be a more chill type of podcast. I'm gonna start doing more of these. I'm gonna start doing like little speeches and stuff, just sharing my experiences, my journey, all that type of stuff. I'm still gonna have like big people come on, like how you guys saw the last one with Eric. Got some other big names coming on, that type of thing. But I kind of want to share my own personal experience and just show you guys like it's possible. Like things can change quickly if you really put your mind to it, type of thing. So great way to start off episode 2, Tortorisi podcast. I guess you can call it a little speech, rant, whatever you guys want to do. But definitely stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. So for this one, I kind of want to just share experience of like my personal past year and how quickly things can change. So what's today's date? September 6th, 2023. Last year at this time, I was still making smoothies for $10 an hour. Absolutely hated it. I can't stand, bro, when I tell you guys that making smoothies is probably the worst job in the world, it is the worst job in the world. I used to have to sit there, hear all these people complain, oh, this smoothie didn't come out good, this smoothie didn't come out good, it's too watery, it's too icy, blah, 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 blah. Never heard more people complain in my life than making smoothies. Anyways, this time last year, making smoothies $10 an hour. I was at a gym, UFC gym. I guess it started building up. I guess lessons. I guess it's a good way of putting it. I was there, absolutely hated it. Felt like I was wasting my time. I was in college still, so I was kind of doing it like a part-time thing. But again, absolutely hated that job. I used to sit there plotting on how I'm going to make money, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward a little bit. So this is September last year. By this time, I was getting my real estate license at the same time. And I was in the works of, I joined the Real World as well. I can't say his name because I'm sure something on YouTube's going to get me banned or whatever. So the Real World, you guys know what that is, the course. So I was getting my real estate license, joined that course, boom, whatever. Used to work 6, 7, 8 hours. Used to close the gym on a Saturday night. Hated it. Used to be there at night during the week, whatever. Whenever I wasn't there, I was working, doing my real estate license, school, and the Real World. The Real World actually does help if you guys are willing to put the time in, take notes, all that type of stuff. So again, this is September last year. Let's just say the time frame of this right now is March to December of last year, 2022. So I'm working that job, $10 an hour, getting out of there. I used to literally work out, school, work, and then work on the Real World, work on my real estate license outside of that. Whatever. Fast forward a little bit, still making smoothies this year in 2023. But I put my head down and was grinding. I got my real estate license, didn't really know what to do with it. Okay. The Real World, I started a social media marketing company off of, I forgot, I think it was like the freelancing course, whatever course Dylan Madden, I remember his name. Dylan Madden is the one that teaches. I started a social media marketing course off of that. Got my first client back in January. Was it January? No, a little bit later of 2023, around like March, April. First client, signed him, whatever. I saw that I can make money outside of somebody else paying me $10 an hour at a gym that I hated, putting in 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day, and I was making more money doing less work and less time. I was like, all right, so something isn't right here. Whatever. So I'm still making smoothies back up until September. Till June of this year. May, June of this year. Let's just say May, June of this year. I was still making smoothies. $10 an hour. Hated it. But at the same time, I started seeing, okay, So back in March, April, got my first client on the social media marketing. Boom, killing it. He's still one of my clients to this day. And ever since then, I've been able to stack up on clients, get more clients, start offering more services, started subbing out other work to the point where I don't have to be the one that's so hands-on anymore in the company. I'm jumping ahead of myself right now, but okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. I was starting that social media marketing company. Boom, started picking up clients, started making money outside of somebody else paying me. I was like, okay, so I can really make money doing something else besides having a clock in, clock out type of thing. Boom, made the money. Then I started diving into real estate because it started to free up my time. So that was my biggest constraint, was time. So I was looking at something that can, okay, what can cover my expenses that I'm making at the smoothie shop and the gym, and can social media marketing cover that for a little cushion? Saved enough money, made enough money to give me that cushion that I wanted. Got that cushion, and then I dived into real estate head first. Ever since I quit that other job, the smoothie job, guess you could say, I have made a lot more money. You guys need to take a risk and willing. I didn't know if it was going to work out, to be honest, because I don't know if you guys know, being a realtor is like 50-50. It's hard. My mentor, Michael Rabin, can definitely share that with you. Like, there's times where you're like, okay, am I getting a check this month or am I not? But it's very lucrative if you guys know what you're doing and you really hustle. You guys need to hustle in the game of real estate. And it's, like I said, it's very lucrative if you know what to do and you make the right connections and whatever. So I dived into that. First week from quitting that job, I went under contract on my first real estate deal. Once I saw that happen, I was like, okay, I can really do this now. Like, whatever. I did it. And a month later, closed my first transaction in real estate. And ever since then, I have not looked back. And now I'm like 3 months into it. But again, with that being said, this is also in the works of over a year of work, I guess you can say, because like I said, September of last year, I was putting, the chess pieces into play. I was like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. Boom. Again, you also need to sacrifice a lot. At that time, I honestly, last year, September, I didn't have any money. I promise you guys, I would spend money on gas. I'd go out to dinner with, my girlfriend at the time, and it's all gone. It was honestly crazy. And I was like, okay, this is not how you should be living type of thing. I was like, okay, you know what? I need to change something. Started putting other stuff in play, the social media marketing, and then the real estate license at the same time. I was at school too. Literally slammed, didn't have any time to do pretty much anything until this year. I started organizing my schedule. Organization is another key factor that is very important in my opinion. If you're not organized, you're honestly not going to, and especially in real estate, I feel like if you're not organized, then you're going to fail. Again, with that being said, real estate, social media marketing, I have two big things going on right now. And then I'm starting to venture off into other areas as well. It's another key thing. You guys can't be complacent either. I'm always learning, always ready to go, always ready to learn the next thing, start another business, risk it, whatever it is. I think that you can't get to the next level without having... You can't get to the next level and change your life, honestly, if you're not willing to risk something, whether it's financially, your time, because you never know if it's going to work out. Honestly, I didn't know it was going to work out. I could have lost all my money when I left the other job, but I felt comfortable. I went all in and I took the risk. You're honestly not going to change your life unless you are willing to take risks. Risk taking is I think one of the biggest thing, it's scary. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys like, you know what? I'm the big dog. Like, it was easy to me. No, like you're scared. Like you could lose all your money, like start from scratch. It's like, damn, now I'm like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in the hole and racking up credit cards. And it's like, what do I do now? You guys don't know. But you guys need to, stay low key, stay off the grid. Don't spend a lot of money. Don't try to be flashy. Like even to this day, like my best friend, Vic, he congratulations, shout out to him. He bought a brand new Lamborghini yesterday. I drove him to drop it off and stuff. He's a huge influence in my life, even though he's only a year older than me. He's very knowledgeable in the stuff he says and gives me great advice. He's another one that I'm gonna get on the podcast for you guys. He changed his life literally in 2 years. You guys need to hear his story. He has an amazing story to like tell and share. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. He honestly gives me some good advice. Like he's like, look, don't spend your money, because I've been at times I'm like, you know what, I want to buy this, I want to go on vacation and blah blah blah, and he's like, don't spend your money. He does not let me spend my money at all on stupid stuff. Like he shuts it down really quick, and I honestly love him for that. Shout out Vic. He keeps me in check, I guess you could say. I'm learning from him also. He's been teaching me a lot of stuff, and like I said, we're gonna be twins with the Lamborghini pretty soon. I'm gonna get the Huracan. He's gonna have the Urus. We parked up side by side. Anyways, we're gonna get there soon. Honestly, you guys need to wait and see that. You guys are hearing this on the podcast first on September 6th, 2023. Huracan by next year. Parking it up next to my boy Vic. Huracan and Urus dynamic duo. Wait till it happens. But again, that's another. I feel like I'm gonna do that on the next podcast episode. Is networking. I feel like I have personally mastered the art of networking. That has been a huge factor to, I guess you could say, where I'm at right now and being able to change everything so quickly. My mentor for real estate, Michael, he has watched me for the past 2 years. He was the first person that I saw when I walked into my old real estate brokerage, and he kind of just took me under his wing and taught me everything that I know right now, and I'm still learning from him every single day. I'm not going to sit here and say like I know everything about real estate and blah, 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 blah. I still learn from him every single day. He's my partner. Like we close deals all the time together. We're literally in a deal right now that I'm on my phone watching constantly to see what's going on with it. Because we're working a lead right now together, and we do a lot of business together. Networking. Again, I have been in the same room as some of your favorite celebrities. Let's just put it like that. And I was able to do that off of my social media marketing company. So I originally started the social media marketing company as a videographer, photographer. Hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. So the reason why I decided to go into social media marketing, because I remember in the real world, they were like, oh, you need to bring value, blah, blah, blah. What can you bring to the table? I thought to myself, how can I put myself in the same room as these multimillionaires, these big people, these big celebrities, all this type of stuff? Promise you guys, I was sitting outside. I remember to this day, outside in this backyard for 3 hours, writing down, just jotting notes, crumbling papers up like this isn't going to work, whatever. And then I put the best ideas in the middle. Boom, kept eliminating, seeing which one I think would do the best. And then I came up with doing photography and videography. Boom. So I started getting into that. One of my first people was Michael. He kind of like let me practice with him on his real estate content and whatnot. At this time, I was not even thinking about doing real estate, I guess you can say. Like I had my license. This was towards the beginning of this year, 2023, around that March, April time. Whatever. And then Michael connected me with a huge athlete, Jarvis Landry. He is an NFL wide receiver, and he kind of took me under his wing as well. He knew I had no experience. I didn't really know what I was doing with the camera either at the time. Like, I was brand new I didn't even know how to put the flash on the camera, to be honest with you. Like, I couldn't pop up the thing and put flash. I remember this is the first time I went out to go take photos for Jarvis. It was dark. He wanted like pictures with flash, and I'm gonna be honest. I went to the bathroom. He's probably gonna watch this, to be honest with you. I went to the bathroom and I googled how to turn the flash on the camera to take the pictures. Because I was there for a good 10 minutes and we were trying to figure out I was like, it must be something with a battery or something, blah, 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 blah. So I went to the bathroom, Googled it really quick, how to take pictures with the flash, came back out and started snapping all the photos with the flash. So shout out to him. He was very lenient with me. He was he knew I was beginning and starting off, so he didn't beat me too hard on it. But yeah, he pretty much gave me an opportunity too when everybody else said no, because I used to ask a whole bunch of other people. Michael and Jarvis were really the only ones that said, yeah, come on and do it. And obviously that's a huge name for me to be working with. So I gained a lot of experience from it with the videography side, the photography side, and he kind of gave me, I guess, my start in that industry. And then from then, I saw the demand that people wanted for videographers, for photographers, blah, blah, blah. Started my social media marketing company off of that. I'm not going to dive into the specific details on it because I don't want to spill all the sauce for you guys in the first episode. That'll be later on. But yeah, kind of got my start in that. And then I just been building up. And then now my clientele for my website, you guys can see on AAT Management on my Instagram page. I have the website linked. You guys can see all the clients that I've worked with over the span of the past, 5 months. Huge names on there. You guys won't even believe. I'm saving that for an episode of how to master the art of networking. I think that would be a really good podcast because a lot of people don't know how to network. I'm 23 years old as of a month ago now, and I've put myself in the same room as multimillionaires, top-notch celebrities, debatably the most famous person in the world. Yes, you heard that right. His best friend. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys can put the pieces together on it. I was able to, become close with him, and I still do work with him to this day. I was actually with him 2 days ago. So it's huge. I'm gonna do an episode on the art of networking. But yeah, this episode honestly was just for me to I guess come on here, kind of format this new lounge talk. We're calling it Lounge Talk. Lounge Talk with Tortorisi. Lounge Talk with Alec Tortorisi, episode 1. Let's do it. But we're still gonna keep it under Tortorisi podcast. Like I said though, we're gonna do one of these. I think depending on how this does, if you guys like it, we can keep doing them. But I do plan on still having guests come on. All the guests that I have come on are multimillionaires that have businesses and that have been successful in their fields, and they are going to share their best tips, their advice, all of this type of stuff with you guys. And I really dive in deep into those questions. I don't know if you guys have seen the last episode with Eric Wright. Super cool guy, super humble guy. Spilled a lot of gems in that last episode, so you guys should definitely go check it out. And yeah, honestly, lock in, guys. Make a plan, lock in, do what you guys believe in, follow your dreams, follow your passion. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy. You guys have to put in 16, 17 hour days. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do that now to this day. I put in 16, 17 hour days of work, and I much rather do that than what I was doing back at the smoothie shop. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. I have freedom of my time now. I can do anything I want. Life is amazing. Put it in God's hands, and I promise you, He will lead you in the right path. Back in January, honestly was lost with life. I got sick at the time. And I left it up in God's hands, and He's guided me every step of the way. He continues to guide me. Like I said, was making smoothies. I was looking at my bank statements. I was telling my mom about it literally from 3 months ago, 4 months ago now. I don't even want to tell you how low that account was. Like, I don't even want to say it. And then now, like, now we're eating. Like, put your head to it. And I'm far from where I even want to be at too. Like, this is just the start of it. I promise you guys. Like I said, I'm 3-4 months into this, and we're just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger each month. I keep beating my last month's goals. For the past 4 months, I have beat my income. I have beat my goals every single month, and I continue beating them every single month. And I promise you guys, we're just getting bigger and bigger. Like, it's crazy. We're gonna keep beating each month, and then building up more clientele, building up more network. And like I said, by December, I almost did it this month. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I almost did it this month. My mom shut it down. We were talking about it. So no Mercedes. I'm gonna get myself a brand new car, and she told me to wait till December. So listen, you guys, if your mom tells you something, especially advice-wise, listen to her, because she is 99.99999% of the time right. So I had to learn that the hard way over the, I guess you could say, past year and past years of my life, especially the past year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. Honestly, my whole life, I'm going to be honest with you. I've always been thick-headed, and started listening to my mom now finally. She's like, wait till December, get your new car then. So by December, it's crazy that, like, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I didn't even see myself talking about this 4 months ago. I am sitting here behind a camera talking to you guys about getting a new car. Like, let that sink in. This is 4 months ago. I was working for $10, making $500 a month. $500 a month. Working like 25, 30 hours a week. $500 a month was told you, gas, went out to go with my old girlfriend at the time, lost all the money. It's all gone. Like, I'm left with like $30. What am I going to do with $30 now? Tell me, what am I going to do with $30? So I'm very, very thankful for the position that God has me in. I'm going to continue getting guidance from the right people that are around me. Most importantly, my family is always there to support me. That's a big key factor. Make sure you have a support system, because it's hard to do it alone. I've been able to be in a position now where I'm bringing my friends into the business with me. These are my best friends that I've known for 8, 9, 10 years, and we're about to start. It's about to get big. I promise you guys, we're gonna blow up. But again, just lock in, set your plan, set your goals, and really work towards it, because it doesn't happen overnight. You guys always see this like, oh, it's going to happen fast. Like, start a drop shipping thing. You're going to start making money in 2 weeks. Not saying it can't happen, but the reality of that happening is very, very small. Again, this has been in the works for me for a year now, a year and a half. I worked very hard to start setting those chess pieces into play. I can't really say his name because I don't know if YouTube has like a censorship on him, but the bald guy that drives the Bugatti, he completely changed my life for the better. I used to sit up late at night for like hours, like back in January when I was just lost with everything. I'm like, I need to really change my life. I used to watch his videos till like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, we'll just save those. We'll save that topic for the next episode too. Wait, no, next one's going to be networking. And how, okay, I'm going to figure this out, the structure. I just want to do this first one so you guys can kind of see, like, kind of want to feel it out and see what you guys think of it type of thing. A lot of these clips are going to be on my Instagram. I'll pop my Instagram up either on the screen or down in the comment section. And yeah, we'll dive into more topics. This is just an introduction video, first episode of Lounge Talk, I guess you guys can say. And yeah, just lock in, make your plan, set your goals, work hard, and life can change quickly. Trust me, guys. Like I said, 4 months ago, making smoothies for $10, and now I thank God for the position I'm in, and talking to you guys about getting a Mercedes AMG. Yeah, we'll continue this on the next episode. Episode 2. I'm gonna try doing one of these a week, and like I said, I'm still gonna have my podcast guest on. Got some big ones lined up. It's just a matter of working the scheduling out and getting them on and this and that. It's not as easy as you guys think, but we're gonna make it happen. It should be soon. And yeah, we're gonna start posting these like I said once a week, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.